Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. Today we are in Wuthering Waves. And it's also another video of my gacha pulls. I guess we call them convenes here in Wuthering Waves. And yeah, unlike my Genshin Impact pulls where I do them every week, for Wuthering Waves, I've decided to just like save up, essentially. And only pull on characters that I think is worth pulling for. And yeah, there's a Jiyan rerun right now, and as you can see, there's only 5 days left, so this is about to go away. And also a new version is coming out, and man, the preview has a lot of new like interesting things coming into this game, which is ooh, makes me want to play this game more. So it's good to have more characters, I guess. Another thing is that there's also a new 4-star character in this banner, but I accidentally, or not accidentally, I kind of made a bad decision by oh, she doesn't show up anymore. I've used this currency to unlock her, because at the time I was like, oh, I'm more interested in newer characters the next version brings. I think it's 1.3, if I'm not mistaken. I can look that up real quick. Nope, never mind. It's 1.4. 1.4 is coming out. I don't follow this game's news as much as I follow like Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero, so I'm not completely sure. But yeah, this is going to be right before 1.4 comes out, and actually some of the teases of the new characters, I'm not actually that interested in unless they do a Yinlin rerun, because I think Yinlin is a really powerful Electro user, I guess, and it looks like in this game they lock a lot of the high damage DPS characters out of well, not really lock, I guess. It's always the 5 stars that are the high ranking DPSs. Like if I go to my characters here, aside from Rover, who is kind of sorta a powerful damage dealer depending on how good she is, but yeah, Changli is a damage dealer, Jinxi is a damage dealer, but Yang Yang is just like a support person. She can like boost other things and also give you more resources to use, but unfortunately I tried to use her. That's why she's leveled up, since right now the equivalent to the Spiral Abyss, I guess, if you're a Genshin Impact player, the Tower of Adversity has a bonus to people with Aero kind of alignment with their attacks, and I thought, oh, I'll just level up Yang Yang, but even at level 90 and as strong as a weapon as I can give her, it's still like not as much DPS as if I played as like Changli with her weapon and going into fusion boosted level essentially. And it looks like, I guess these two are healers, so maybe they don't count, but a lot of these other 4 stars, they're not really damage dealers. She's kind of like more support, even though she's 5-star. He's a damage dealer, but I haven't put enough resources into him yet. But he's also 5-star, so it kind of fits the mold at the moment. And a lot of these, I guess she's a damage dealer. It's just that she got benched since I got Changli as a fusion character, which is why I haven't leveled her up. But maybe, I'm not sure, maybe she actually can pull off pretty big numbers too, because her kit is actually pretty fun to play, since she's kind of the only pistol character that I've actually played a lot of. I haven't really played a lot of him, and he doesn't seem to be a damage dealer either, so he's also Aero. And yeah, it seems like a lot of these 4-star characters are more support, or at least it leans towards more support than damage, and the 5 stars are the damage ones. So this is the reason. Man, that's a big explanation. Just to say, that's the reason why I decided to go for Jiyan. And another reason is 1.4, the new 5-star character they're going to introduce there, I'm actually not too interested in. It's Camellia, I think. She's also a Havoc user, which I have my Rover, I guess, the main character, the protagonist, as a Havoc right now, and she does decent amount of damage. And I don't know if it's smart for me to double up the elements there. I don't even know if she's going to be a damage dealer, but at the same time, I feel like I should cover my bases since I have the opportunity to get Aero right now. But yeah, I guess with all that out of the way, I'm actually going to pull hopefully until I get the character, hopefully I can get him within the first 80. But then I believe I should have enough here for the next 80. And if I do get him like really early, I think I might go for his weapon too. So it really depends on how things go. But yeah, it seems like this game is pretty generous with resources as long as you play it. This is like in third place when I play Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and Wuthering Waves. Like if I don't have time for Wuthering Waves, it kind of gets left behind. So technically, this number can be even higher if I kept doing all the challenges and explorations and everything. But yeah, the amount of asteroids could have been a lot more. But even with the limited amount of focus I put in this game, I still feel like I collected a good amount of this. So so far so good. But yeah, no good luck rituals in this game. Well, I guess we can just head right into it. I think the last time I pulled a 5-star, which was, I believe it was Changli actually, I kind of stopped, so I'm really far away from a 5-star at this point. But it might take up to the 80, but we'll see. It's actually nice that this is 80 and not 90, and that actually makes a huge difference. And I believe there's 50-50 on the character banner, but the weapon banner is guaranteed to be yours at 80, so it's kind of this game is a bit more lenient, I think, when it comes to giving you the characters. And also you can buy up, like I said before, I bought this character, this blue-haired character, whose name I don't remember. Everyone has like really Chinese-sounding names, and as an English speaker, seeing the Romanized version of their names is just very confusing. But yeah, you can just straight up like get her with in-game resources, or at least the resources you get from doing the gacha pulls. Whereas in Genshin Impact, you have to pull one iteration first before you can just straight up use resources to get constellations. So yeah, this game, I think, is a bit more free-to-play friendly. Anyways, let's do this. My first set of 10 pulls on the Jiyan rerun banner. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes. Okay, yeah, I had some of the resonance or whatever things. I don't remember their names either. Okay, Pistol of Voyager, Sword of Night, Broadblade of Voyager, Pistol of Night, Originite Type 4, Pistols of Voyager, Originite Type 1, Pistol of Night, Rectifier of Night. Oh, I got this character. So I kind of messed up then.
Wanna catch me, huh, you thieves?
It costed quite a bit of this resource. I think it was like 55 or something to get this character. So I feel like I might have wasted the resource when you can save this up to get like more of those spheres. So yeah, I got a wave band for her. Oopsies. All right, so that looks good. So far, so good. So yeah, I can get, since I don't really do a lot of pulls in this until I save up a bunch and pull on a character that I want. I actually don't have a lot of wave bands for any of these, so pretty much anything I pull out of this is good, I think. I think even if I pull weapons out of this, it's generally good too, since I haven't been able to rank those weapons up either. So yeah. All right, my second set of 10 Convenes on the Jiyan rerun banner. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Boom. No 5-star, that's purple. Broadblade of Voyager, Rectifier of Night, Originite Type 1, Broadblade of Voyager, or Rectifier of Night, Sword of Voyager, Sword of Voyager, Rectifier of Voyager, Sword of Voyager.
Greetings, Rover.
Got a
I will
Sanhua.
escort you for the time being.
Ooh. So yes, yeah, Sanhua is one of the characters I've kind of benched because I essentially got better cryosis characters. So getting a wave band for her will be nice. Maybe that'll give me more incentive to kind of check her kit out. Maybe learn actually how to play her. But one of the big reasons why I benched her is because I don't really like the flow of her fighting style, where you gotta like hold and wait for a meter to hit a certain spot and then let go and stuff. and the timing of that. It just feels like, I don't know, I guess I like spammy characters. Whereas she's kind of like, you gotta be deliberate with a lot of your actions. Alright. That sounds good. Pretty standard 10. Alright. Third set of 10. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes. Alright. Boom. Rectifier of Voyager. Broad Blade of Voyager. Sword of Voyager. Broad Blade of Night. Broad Blade of Night. Rectifier of Night. Gauntlets of Voyager. Sword of Voyager. Originite Type 3. I got another one of her. I still don't know her name. She was in the story at some point. But, Yoo-hoo. Her name is Yoo-hoo. Yo-hoo. Yo-hoo. Another wave band for her. So, I think she's kind of sort of like a healer. She can also boost damage or something, or maybe give shields as well. So, she's more of a support as well, as fitting in line with 4 stars being mostly support characters. Alright. Let's keep going. This is my 4th set of 10 polls, I believe. Right? I got Yoo-hoo, I got Sanhua, and I got Yoo-hoo. Yes, 4th. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm really cutting into that asteroid really quickly with all these 10 pulls at a time. Broad Blade of Voyager. Gauntlets of Night. Broad Blade of Night. Rectifier of Night. Originite Type 5. Rectifier of Night. Rectifier, or Originite Type 3. Originite Type 3. I got another one of her! Yeah, she throws like treasures at people. Another wave band for her. How many of these do I have? I have 3 wave bands. I think you can have up to 6 before it maxes out, similar to Genshin Impact. Pistols of Voyager. Oop, there we go. Pretty good so far. My 5th set. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. No 5 stars yet, but we're getting close to the pity.
Rover. I will escort you for the time
I got
being.
Sanhua again. 2 so far. Sword of Voyager. Gauntlets of Night. Rectifier of Voyager. Originite Type 4. Broad Blade of Voyager. Originite Type 2. Rectifier of Night. Sword of Voyager. Sword of Night. Alright, got a Sanhua out of this. I'm getting Sanhuas and Yoo-hoos a lot. Yo-hoo. But not this guy. I don't remember his name. He had a weird name. I remember that. Alright, my 6th set of 10. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. Oh, no 5-star. Oh, I'm gonna wait for the pity, aren't I? Dang. Hollow Mirage. This is probably a one I can use right away as well. I can rank up the current one that I'm using. Broad Blade of Night. Originite Type 2. Gauntlets of Voyager. Rectifier of Voyager. Pistols of Voyager. Gauntlet of Night. Pistols of Night. Sword of Voyager. Originite Type 2. So I only got a weapon out of this. Ooh, I'm feeling really... it's starting, like, the anxiety is starting to ramp up since I'm getting closer and closer to that 80. I really hope I can get him early. Maybe in the next 10. Just so I can also get his weapon too, because that'll make him, like, pretty strong. Or at least the strongest I can get him, right? Alright, my 7th set of 10. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Oh, there it is, 7th. 7th set of 10. And we'll see who that is. Got another constellation. Have I been calling it constellations? I mean wave bands if I have. I got another wave band for Yoo-hoo, which is 4 now. Which is pretty cool. Ooh, who is it gonna be? Oh, yes!
I have never regretted to brave the long
This
night.
game has been very, very kind to me when it comes to winning 50-50s. The only one I lost 50-50 on was Yinlin, which, I don't know. I guess it seems like they bring reruns back pretty often, so maybe I have an opportunity again next time around. But, okay, I got Jiyan. So I'm not going to do any more pulls on this banner, but I am going to try and pull for his weapon. Do I have enough for his weapon? Let's finish this off first. Origin Knight Type 4. Origin Knight Type 2. Origin Knight Type 2. Gauntlets of Voyager. Rectifier of Voyager. Sword of Voyager. Broadblade of Night. Broadblade of Night. Whew. Okay, I got him. I got him. This is all good. I don't have to try to go for more. But yeah, let me do a quick pull out a quick calculator here on my other screen here and see how many asteroids it is required for me to get the next weapon. So yeah, I am going to go for this. It looks like, is it? Oh, I have like this currency as well. Can I get more of that currency as well? I think I purchased. The one thing that I don't like about the UI in the store is that when you trade for, I don't want to use purchase because that sounds like using real money. Well, I'm actually trading like the in-game currency that you get just from doing the gacha. So yeah, trading, trading. Like I said, I got Yoo-hoo from here, but it disappears instead of just getting grayed out saying you purchased it, but it was a thing. So I just used purchased again. Oops. But yeah, there is actually, similar to Genshin Impact, you can get the these three using this currency on this tab that refill or renews like every version, I guess, every time this. So there's 5 days left before and it is available again, I think. So yeah, I got that, which is where this came from. But yeah, I got some of this and I should have enough to push to 80 if I really have to. It took me 70 pulls to get Jiyan. I wonder how many pulls it'll take for me to get this weapon. And yeah, any of these weapons I think I would probably welcome too, since I don't really have a lot of selection for weapons in order to give my characters. So yeah, all right, let's do this. My first set of 10. I guess this will be my 8th set. I don't even know how I will. I'll just say this is the first set of 10 on the Absolute Pulsation weapon banner here. Trying to get Verdant Summit. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, what do we have? I think you can pull characters out of this banner too if you lose the 50-50 on the 4-star, but no, I got Celestial Spiral right away. Origin Knight Type 5. Rectifier of Voyager. Pistols of Voyager. Rectifier of Voyager. Gauntlet of Night. Broadblade of Night.
Chisa, ally
Woo!
of justice at your service.
I would love
you
to
the
have
one
more
needing a
wave
hero?
bands for Chisa. So I only got the one, but it doesn't tell you in this list like how many wave bands you've already unlocked. But I don't think I have too much for her, so this is very welcomed. Origin Knight Type 2. Origin Knight Type 1. Alright, I got 2 4-stars out of this, which is very nice. Okay, second set of 10 on the weapon banner. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. What do we have? Oop. That could potentially not be. I think it's guaranteed the no, there's only the only 5-star on this banner is the weapon. So I'm pretty sure it is, but I guess we'll have to find out really quick. Origin Knight Type 5. Origin Knight Type 2. Gauntlets of Night. Origin Knight Type 5. Sword of Voyager. Origin Knight Type 5. Broadblade of Night. I got another Celestial Spiral. I got a Sword of Voyager. And then, what this is. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's no 50-50 at all in this. If you pull a 5-star, it is guaranteed the weapon. So, which is awesome. Verdant Summit. I got this cool sword for Jiyan. So now my Jiyans can be rigged if I put the time and energy and resources into leveling him up. Woo! All right. Woo! Actually, that was pretty quick. I was kind of worried there. I kind of want to do like pulls on this banner just to get like a 5-star gun as well. But I don't know who I would put this on. Most likely it will be on Chisha, but I don't think it will be smart for me to kind of double up on fusion DPSs at the moment, since I've already put a lot of resources into Changli. So I can always just let this build up, and if I feel like it sometime in the future and I don't like any of the banners, but I want to put out like a fun gacha pulling Convene Wuthering Waves video, I can maybe just do this and it'll be kind of fun. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for you for today. I mean, actually no, let's take a look at these wave bands and stuff. I feel like I was generally leaning on the luckier side with my pulls, especially with that weapon there. Let's look at him last. Let's look at Yuhu
Gotcha,
first.
didn't I?
Her voice doesn't seem to like match her like body type. I don't know why. You think she sounds like younger, whereas her voice sounds like more in the teenager or maybe young adult kind of sound. So that's a little bit weird. Maybe she's like a really tiny young adult. That's what they're going for. she's over 1,000 years old, I swear, or something like that. Let's look at her constellations, or not constellations, wave bands. I have 4 of them, so let's go through each one. Water side, respite. Yohu has a 10% chance to gain immunity to damage and interruption after casting Lucky Draw. This effect lasts for 5 seconds or until she is switched off or switched out. Nice. Oh, they give you a bigger one, so I'll just activate it. Bloop. The damage bonus of Antithesis, Triplet, and Perfect Rhyme on Poetic Essence is doubled. I don't know anything about her kit, so I don't know what any of that meant. Sunroom Siesta is what that one's called. This one's called Restless Sleep. Yuhu's attack is increased by 20%, just a straight up buff. Then, Frosted Lullaby is her 4th one, which is the final one I have to unlock here. Every time Resonant Skill Scroll Divination is cast, there is a 20% chance that the skill will not enter cooldown. Ooh! A 1/5, you can just keep spamming? That sounds like it'd be pretty fun. Some randomness to her character, it seems like. But yeah, those are her wave bands. I guess they call them something a resonance chain. Wave bands unlock resonance chains, which is pretty cool, I guess. I got a wave band for Chisha, which is also her 4th one. Hero's ultimate move. Resonance Liberation. Blazing Flames grants 60 thermobaric bullets and immediately resets the cooldown of resonance skill, Whizzing Firefight. So if you have the ult, you use it, it immediately lets you go right into the elemental skill if you haven't used it already. Sanhua, let's take a look at this one. Blade Mastery. Resonance Liberation. Glacial Gaze. Restores 10 resonance energy damage of the next heavy attack detonate within 5 seconds is increased by 120%. Is that double and 20% more, or is it just like 1 times 20%, so only a 1/5 more? How are we supposed to understand this this number here? My math brain, I guess, instincts is telling me it is more than it's this what do you call it? Blade Mastery Waveband or Resonance Chain will more than double her heavy attack detonation of like these the ice that she lays out. That's what the language sounds like, but that sounds really, really rigged for just like a stat that's locked behind like a paywall essentially. So I don't know. I doubt myself and think maybe it's just like it gives you a 20% buff to the damage. That sounds more reasonable, a 20% buff on something, especially if it's like a really big hit, like a heavy attack. That sounds like if the heavy attack didn't really do a lot of damage and you double it, then sure, that makes sense. But I feel like the heavy attack is an attack that does a lot of damage, and then you double it on top of that. That sounds a bit rigged. I don't know. I guess maybe some people can research that and try it out. Or I get doesn't matter in the end as long as you're winning the fights, right? Unraveling Fate is another one I have. Crit damage of Forte Circuit Ice Burst is increased by 100%. So this means it's doubled, right? Then that would mean the one before is actually more than doubled then. Because then it doesn't make sense for it to be increased by 1, right? Which is essentially increased by like times 1, which is itself, which is equal to itself. Ice creations, Ice Thorn, Ice Prison, and Glacier will explode even if they are not detonated. Wait, will explode even if they're not detonated? Meaning they would explode on their own and doesn't require you to actively trigger the detonation? Is that what that means? Because then, like, if you just read it and don't think about it, it's like, it will explode even if not detonated. But why would it explode if it's not detonated? That doesn't make sense. Something has to, like, detonate in order to explode, right? Things don't just randomly explode. Or do they? Chemical reactions. I don't know. I almost completed her chain, which is pretty cool. I guess I have a leaning of ignoring ice characters. The only ice character that I've kind of sort of leveled up is my healer.
If you know what you want.
So I'm a little bit behind on ice. I've been focusing a lot on like Rover, Changli, Spectro. Does Fusion, Havoc, Spectro, like another 2 Spectro here, another Aero, and then like I tried an Electro. I guess he's kind of a defense support person as well. So the only damage dealers I have is really these 3. I guess now we can go to this bad boy here. Look at him. You can see his abs through his shirt. We will give him his weapon right away. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Ooh, I was like, oh, did it not actually unlock? Was there a bug? No, it's right here. Bloop. Switch. Yeah, we have him with his weapon. And I won't worry about that for now. Let's put him on the team and look at some of his animations. So,
should you find yourself lost, follow the banner.
Are you? Zoom out a little. Boom. Oh, he does a little flourish there. Ooh. He likes to play with his sword. He has a little dragon friend. That's another thing about this game is that you don't necessarily always use the actual weapon that you assign them. They randomly pull out like their own weapons. A lot of the characters do this. Like Changli pulls out her own weapons and uses like crazy like feathers or something like that to hit people, and not necessarily her sword. But yeah. So he sheaths his great sword at his side like a samurai, instead of like a lot of other characters who have it like on their back because it's so huge. Well, I guess it later on when you move with it, it kind of floats behind him, kind of like in Genshin Impact. Kind of like Ayaka in Genshin Impact. Whoa, he hits with both? That's crazy. I have never noticed that. Whenever I was able to like use him as a trial or in the story or something, I just like spammed his attacks. I'm just like, do damage. Ah, I gotta get through this fight as quickly as possible. I don't really pay attention to any other animations. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That was the resonance skill, the E. And I guess we won't really worry about... We won't worry about the alt because it's like a whole thing. And his Forte Circuit is also a whole thing too, but we won't really worry about that either. But yeah, I've got Jiyan today. I'm pretty happy. It's actually kind of fun. Like stockpiling the resources to do the polls and then doing it all at once. And it's actually something different, and compared to my my Genshin Impact ones where I always get like enough for maybe like 10 or 20 at a time that I'm comfortable with, whereas this is just like, I got a ton, let's just keep going until I pull something good. Which is really fun, and getting the characters you want is always like really fun. So this time things worked out really well. Hopefully this continues to happen. Oh no, does that mean I kind of jinxed it? Hopefully when Yinlin comes back around, I can have enough resources to do something similar again. Or if there's a new character, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. There's going to be a preview, I believe. Like a more in-depth preview for this game pretty soon here, maybe? Actually, I don't know. They've already like put out teasers and stuff. So maybe they're not going to do a straight-up preview this time around. Especially since there's less than a week left before the new version comes out. So maybe I already missed it. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed too. Hopefully you're pulling good in this game or in any other gacha games you play as well. But yeah, that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, wherever it might be. And yeah, have a good one. I gotta go now. Bye-bye.
Finale.